Whew. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Tuesday to you all. Give me a moment. Okay. Let me see if I can see. If you're on here, can you make a comment so I can see that you guys are on here? Please don't act up tonight. Oh no. Wait. Can I mute it though? Oh no. Wait. Can I mute it though? Comments. Oh no. Give me a moment, you guys. Wait. Can I mute it though? Okay, I don't know how that's gonna work tonight. I just want to thank you guys for logging on with me tonight. I have tried something new with Let's Talk About It Tuesday. I now have it where I am streaming on both Facebook and YouTube at the same time. Okay, so I'm gonna just give a second for a few more people to log on, but while I'm waiting, just want to let you guys know that tonight is a free-for-all, like open mic. You're allowed to actually come on screen with me if you would like, and you can pose a question and the audience will, respond to your question. I want it to be a little light tonight because for the last 5 weeks we talked about manipulation in a relationship, which was a little heavy, and so I wanted this week to be different. So I have a few questions for you as well, and then I'm allowing others to pose their own questions. Again, make sure they're respectful, they're light, and let's try to keep it out of politics if we can. So I just need somebody to make a comment because right now I'm not seeing comments popping up. I think I'm gonna just turn comments. Okay, so I'm able to mute it so then I can see. I should be able to see any comments. Okay, that makes me feel a little better. And so tonight, if you decide that you do want to come on screen to pose your question, or you can type in comments, just send me an email to mzempower@gmail.com. You will see that on the screen below. Okay. So I'll just go ahead and jump in. Just had a few things to share. So let me ask you, do we have any entrepreneurs in the audience tonight? Just trying to find out, like, if we have any entrepreneurs in the audience. I'm still waiting for a few more people to log on. I'm hoping that everything is connecting well on both sides. It does say that I'm live on both sides. So, okay. So again, welcome to A Place for Healthy Conversations. I am Mzz Empower. I want to thank you for taking the time to log on with me tonight. So I'm just going to ask questions tonight, and so I am wanting feedback for sure from you all. Let me pull up YouTube. Let's see if anything's going on there. Let's see if anything's going on there. Let's see if anything. Okay, so I had to mute that side as well. Okay, guys. Work on me tonight. This is my first night with Let's Talk About It Tuesday on YouTube and Facebook at the same time. I chose to do that because I've had some people to say that sometimes when they're watching me on YouTube, they're unable to comment. And so one thing for sure, I have my YouTube set up that only my subscribers can comment. It kind of keeps any nasty comments coming, because it's a whole different ball game over on the YouTube side. I love YouTube. So I actually don't see those type of comments. So I'm appreciative of that, because that's not the reason why I'm on here. I'm on here to encourage as many people as possible, you know, just to make positive changes to your life. You know, take the time to look at you and see if there's something that you think you need to work on. So I asked if there were any entrepreneurs in the audience tonight, and just wonder, you know, in the process of becoming an entrepreneur, is there anything that you would share with the audience that you think that you should do or you should not do? Just at least one thing in the comments. Hey, Angela. I see you over here on my Facebook side. Thanks for joining me tonight. You might have missed my announcement. You're allowed to come on screen with me if you want to. Just make sure you send me an email at mzempower@gmail.com. You can pose a question to the audience and we'll discuss that. So again, I was asking for any entrepreneurs in the audience if there's something that you could share that you would or you would not do as an entrepreneur. And so I don't see that I have any comments on that. So I'm going to keep moving with something else. So tonight, again, is going to be a light night. One thing I would like to do, I just would like to take the time just to encourage my audience. You know, it is so important that we take the time to show ourselves love. How many of you actually did that for yourself today? How many of you just actually took the time to just have some you time today? Were you able to do that? You know, I know sometimes our days are full and we just have so much on our plate. And sometimes we're thinking about other things that we don't think about that. Hey, Lavert, how are you? Thanks for joining me. Haven't seen you in a while. Hope that all is well. Excuse me. So, as I was saying, you know, it's important. You know, how many of you have taken the time to show yourself some type of love today? And if not today, make sure that you pencil yourself in, because I know we take time to do everything for everybody else. If somebody calls you, you're probably that person that drops everything and go to be there for other people. So you're probably that person that knows that somebody is going through something and you take that time to do something nice for them. But what do you do for you? Where do you come into play? I want to see as many people as possible be more positive towards themselves and to show yourself some love, because it's important. Just this week, last week, I said I was going to make sure, and I probably said this way before that I was going to make sure that I start purchasing flowers for myself, fresh flowers for my dining room table. Well, about 3 weeks ago, my daughter, she purchased some yellow roses for me, and yellow is such an important color for me, which I'm going to discuss in a minute. And then I came home Saturday, and she had purchased me some red roses, and I think it's 2 or 3 big yellow sunflowers, and it made my day. It just made me feel so good. So let me ask you guys, thanks for watching, Will. Thanks for watching, Felicia. I got my YouTube and my Facebook going at the same time, and I'm appreciating this. I don't know why I can see YouTube in my comments on StreamYard, but I can't see Facebook. But I can see you guys on my tablet, so we're good. So you guys can comment away. Thanks for joining, Orndi. I hope that I pronounced your name correct. If I didn't, forgive me. So I want to ask you guys a question. Do you have a color that is special to you? Do you have a favorite color? And if you do, what is it? And why is it so important to you? Or why is it your favorite? So while I'm waiting for you guys to comment, I'll just throw mine out there. So I have never had a favorite color. And for so many years, I wore black all the time. But I want to say within the last 7 years, I have loved the color red. It's a spiritual thing for me. I feel like I'm covered in the blood of Jesus with that color. When I wear that color, I feel so amazing. Yellow is another color, and yellow is my favorite color because I put this outfit on my mom one day. I can't remember where we were going, but I got her dressed, and I put yellow. It was a yellow outfit, 2-piece outfit. It was a cute top, tank top, kind of sort of like, and the skirt was yellow. And she looks so beautiful. And so when I see that color, I think about her. So every year on Mother's Day, I wear yellow to represent her, to honor her. And I just recently redid my bedroom, and so my accent colors are yellow because I feel like it just makes me feel closer to her. So that's why I love yellow so much, and that's why I love red. So what is your favorite color? My sound is off. I'm sorry. Let me see. I'm going to move my microphone. Okay, is this better? Is my sound better now? If you can let me know if that's better. Hey Stephanie, thanks for logging on with me tonight. Yes, I did. We're so stupid. Hey Abdul. Thanks for logging on with me tonight. You said my sound is still off. Let me see if my if it's plugged in right. Okay. So can you guys let me know if my sound is better? Just say yes or no. You said move it further down. Well, this is as far down as it can go to be able to pick up. What about now? Okay. What about now? I'm going to test it out one more time. Testing 1, 2, 3. What about now? Okay, so Felicia says red and purple. Red because it's bold, powerful, and sexy. Yes. Purple because it symbolizes royalty and class and its satisfaction. These are my reasons why I love those colors. Awesome. So what about, we have anybody else? Okay, so I'm going to try and just sit it on my leg. I hope it doesn't fall. Okay, let me know if that's better, guys. I'm working on it. I don't know what the deal is today. Let me see if it's anything going on with my sound on here. So it's supposed to be working. It says it's working. Okay, great. So that's something new to know. I appreciate you guys helping me out with that. So yeah, so I was just wondering, we have anybody else that want to talk about their favorite color and why it's their favorite? I'll wait for those to go and comment and I'm sorry, in the comments. And while I'm waiting, I'm going to move on to the next question. But for anybody that was not on here before, I was asking if we have any entrepreneurs out there, and if we do, if you could share with us one good thing. I'm sorry, one thing that you would do if you were starting a business, and one thing that you would not. And you have the opportunity to pose a question in the comments as well if there's something that you want me to ask the audience. So Angela says she likes neutrals and earth tones. So what is your reasoning for those particular colors? Is it any type of anything that's attached to that, or you just like those colors? That's just the color for you. Hey Robert, thanks for joining. So another question I have, what was I getting ready to ask you guys? Do you have any books that you're reading right now? Maybe there are books that are for, let's say it's a biography, a memoir, or a self-help book, or fiction. I've been reading a lot of different books. I read the book that Will Smith wrote, and when I say I got so much inspiration from that book, Viola Davis, her book. I'm now reading a book that Oprah Winfrey wrote, where it's helping you with trauma. So I may be talking about trauma later, guys. I kind of touched on trauma last Sunday a little bit. I might jump into that just a little bit before we end tonight. And then I have a lot of fiction books that I like to read. Like I like to read romantic fiction books, and I like to write them as well. Got you. Okay, so does anybody have a question that they want to pose to the audience? And I want to keep it light, nothing heavy if we can help that. I have a number of questions for you guys. So let's jump into relationships, guys. So, excuse me. What's the worst date you have ever been on? Angela, you usually have some good ones. What is the worst date that you've been on? So that's one question. You can put in comments, or I can actually look at my email now that I can close out this one. Hold on, guys. It's a lot when you trying to stream on 2 different destinations. So I want to make sure that I can see if somebody sends me an email to come on. Okay. Another question. Is there anything really, Angela? Right, so many. What do you regret in your life? Is there anything that you would change if you could? I know sometimes we do want to change things in our lives, things that we've been through, but to be honest, guys, everything happens for a reason. You know, I feel like now that I'm getting older and wiser and really growing, I know that anything that I have to go through, it's a lesson in it, and it's something that I needed to learn. It's just the point of making sure that you learn the lesson. Look for it and keep moving forward. Because I mean, it's going to be important for you. And then these are teaching moments for your children. So Angela said, did I ever tell you about the guy who tried to stop dating me because of because the dog? No. So it's imperative, guys, that we take time to look at why we go through certain things, whether it's in your everyday life with yourself, in your marriage, in any type of relationship, on your job. You know, there are oh my God, so many lessons that I have learned throughout the years. I had to actually take the time to look at them and look deeply to see what is it that I needed to learn from this. But of course, at the time, I wasn't ready. It took me a minute. It took me a minute to grow up and mature and be able to look back and say, okay, you probably shouldn't have said that, or you probably shouldn't have did that, or you probably shouldn't have rolled your eyes, or you know what I'm saying? You just really have to take the time to look and see what your lesson is. And if I'm honest, the way that my pastor teaches us, I have learned so much. I've learned to change so many things about me. From the sarcasm, because sarcasm was really bad. So like before the sarcasm, no, sarcasm has always been there. Let me be honest about that. But what was worse than the sarcasm was my mouth. Like I used to cuss a lot. But when I had my oldest daughter, I said I didn't want to cuss anymore because I didn't want her to mock me. Like I didn't want her to repeat what I said. It just wouldn't have been cute for a little taller to be walking around and saying the things that I would say. And it was so bad that I remember cussing at church. And it wasn't like I tried to, but when you are used to doing a certain thing, it's something you cannot control. You don't know, when you're going to say it. It's just going to happen because it's just something that you normally do. So, I had to take time to really sit and think about what it was that I was doing, and okay, you need to change that. The sarcasm, that needed to be changed. And when my pastor challenged us to stop cussing, which I was like, okay, that doesn't matter because I don't cuss. But then he said, in sarcasm. So that's when it really hit me that I'm very sarcastic. And I didn't realize until I went back to work on that next day how sarcastic I was, because every time I got ready to say something, I would just stop myself because I was paying attention to it. And that whole week I didn't talk because I was realizing that when I say stuff, I'm being sarcastic. And some people, when they are sarcastic, they are being funny, but mine was mean-spirited. I was not. Will said I was like a little D from What's Happening. I used to tell on everybody. So Angela, going back to what Angela was saying, he had a set of twins and a whole wife he was separated from, but oh my God. Yeah, that was probably one of your worst dates. But she has a lot of funny stories, which I really wish she would come on screen and say one. But does anybody have a question that they want me to pose to the audience that we can discuss tonight? This is Let's Talk About It Tuesday. I always have so many things to talk about, and I spent a lot of time talking, which is fine. I'm going to still talk tonight, but I wanted to give my audience the opportunity to talk about something that they want to talk about. So this is me giving you that opportunity. So if you have something, let me know in the comments. So I'm going to go on to the next thing. Let me ask you guys, what keeps you joyful? What is it in your life that keeps you joyful? And so while I'm waiting for you guys to comment, I will just say what keeps me joyful. And let me make sure I'm paying attention to my email. So my children, watching them keeps me joyful. How many empty nesters do we have in the audience? You know, it is a challenge when you become an empty nester. At least it has been for me. My life has always revolved around them. And so, I'm trying to make sure I don't miss. So, Abdul says praying brings him joy, and that's awesome. I want to hear your praying method. You can send me a message telling me that, because I'm always looking for a better way to pray. You know, I don't pretend to know it all or know the best way to do things. I don't mind asking. So I love your answer. One quick second before I jump to your... Oh, that's a good one. Okay, did you want to come on screen, Angela? Or... because I can send it to your email. Or did you just want to ask it in the comments? Will has one too. Thank you, Abdul. I appreciate you. Abdul says he loves the show. And so I don't know if my YouTubers can see what my Facebook audience is saying, so I'm making sure I read so you guys can hear. Okay, that's fine. I'll just read the question. So getting back to being an empty nester real quick, you have to figure out what to do, because my time has always been full with making sure my kids got to their activities, going to parent-teacher conferences, making sure everybody's getting everything done, just taking everybody where they needed to be, making sure I'm cooking dinner, making sure that I'm providing whatever is needed. Like, everything was based around them. And so even when I was in school, I didn't do homework probably until like 11 o'clock at night, and I would be up until maybe 4 in the morning. Then I would lay down and I would have to get right back up at 7, get them to school or to the bus or whatever, and then go to work, and same thing all over again, right? So now that I'm an empty nester, I am trying to learn how to spend time with me, make life about me, and just enjoy myself. Figure out the things that I love that bring me the most joy. So right now for me, what brings me the most joy is not only my children and watching them, but when we talk about for just me without the kids, traveling when I can and sitting near that water. It's like something about the water is healing me, you know, because I'm still grieving, and I have been through some things this year that I have been dealing with. So that has been helping to heal me on the inside. And I am trying to learn to love on me just a little more. You know, when you're used to loving on others, you put yourself last, or you don't think about you. But I want my audience really tonight to take the time to think about how much love are you showing yourselves. And I talked about this at the beginning of Let's Talk About It Tuesday. Tonight, I do. I really want you guys to pay attention to that. You know, whether you're single, you're married, or whatever it is, make sure that you are showing yourself love, because when you do that, you're better for the next person. So if you are married, you're better for your spouse. Hey, Gail, thanks for logging on with me. So take that time to show you some love. So let me jump into these questions. Angela said, so her dream, okay, she says, so what is a dream that you have had, and why hasn't it been fulfilled? So if anybody wants to dive in and answer that, but I'm going to talk about it just a little bit. So I'll repeat the question again. Sorry. What's a dream that you have had, but it hasn't been fulfilled yet? So let me explain something to you. Not every dream means what it actually looks like. You know, they say, a lot of times they say when you dream about marriage or something like that, am I wrong if is it death? And if it's death, it's about birth. Oh, that's a really good one, Felicia. So, does anybody else have anything to say about that? About her question? What do you think the reason is, Angela? I just think that everything that we dream is not necessarily something that is going to happen to us. But if I'm honest, in my dreams, when I dream about something, it normally happens. But it's not like that for everybody. Girl, me too. If I'm on, so don't get me wrong, because Felicia said, I love being an empty nester. I love it too, trust me. But I'm just learning how to be one, you know, because I'm so used to my life revolving around them, you know. And even with them being, two of my children being out of town, I am definitely on the highway going to see them. My daughter lives here now, my oldest daughter. So I get to see her, but I try not to invade her space all the time either, because she has a life. So I'm trying to learn how to have my own life. So I'm gonna get there, y'all. So anybody else have, okay, so let me see. Okay, so Angela says she's meaning more like life goals. And dreams. So you're speaking of like you dream about some of your goals, but they don't come to pass. I feel like I need you to explain a little bit. I wish that you could come on screen. Maybe we'll add that for the next one. I can't. Oh, I thought you was talking to me, Will. So let me go over here. Will, you had a question though. Hold on. So Will asked, would most women, so this is for the women, would most women give up their best friend to find the man of her dreams? So this is my question. Why does she need to give up her best friend? Is it because the best friend is a problem in the relationship? Because I don't really feel like there's a reason for you having to give up your best friend. What does anybody else think? Because I think even though someone is married or in a relationship with their significant other, I still think they should have a friend. You know, they should still have somebody to go do things with, because even in marriage and in dating, you still have to have your time, your girl time. Just like men need to have their men time. You said, nope, she is your best friend. She said, Will is saying like choose, because Angela's asking, what do you mean give up? Like choose? And Will said, nope, she is your best friend. So I don't know if he's responding to me. So I don't know. I don't really feel, unless there was a reason for having to. But no, I wouldn't give up my best friend. Like if he would want me to give up my best friend, that would be some kind of red flag for me, because now I feel like you're trying to isolate me. Is that what we're talking about? We talking about isolation? Y'all look, we said we was not talking about manipulation today. So, Gail said no. Will said, pretend you have one. Wish it is gone. Which one is it going to be? Him or her? If he trying to make me give up friendships, it's going to be, he going to go. Because that's a red flag for me. Like, if I come into somebody's life and I'm telling them they can't have these friends. Like, no. I'm going to tell them they got to choose between me and them. I don't know. What y'all think? Can y'all think of some scenarios with that? I just feel like only if there is a problem, like the best friend is causing a problem, then we're going to sit down and have a conversation about that. But I don't see cutting off my friend that I had before I met the person that I am with. You said the man of my dreams. The man of my dreams, they wouldn't be coming in trying to isolate me now. Come on, y'all. Let's discuss that one. Because Will, he always got to throw something. Angela says some friends are just jealous. Might have to let that person go. She ain't say that person though, y'all. Will said no, he doesn't exist yet. Look, Will, you said, okay, if I found the man of my dreams, right? So he does exist, right? I found him, right? Do I choose him or my best friend? But why do I have to choose? Feel free, guys, to jump in. Okay, so we're going to go to Felicia's question real quick. Come on with some more questions for me, guys. Felicia says, what's that song that gets you going or on the dance floor, skating, or turning the car radio up? What is that song? What's that song? Abdul, I know you got some songs. What is that song for you guys? I told y'all tonight I'm keeping it really light. So I can either have a best friend or a man. So that's what you're saying, Will? Angela said, I think real friends can see things you can't sometimes. That's true. Yep, I have some really good friends that definitely can see things that I don't see. And they're not yes people. They will actually tell me. Will says no, just the man of your dreams. But do I already have the best friend? And then the man comes into my life? Will, I wish you just come on screen. You play too much. And tell me what you're talking about. Because that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that you're saying, I already have the best friend, but then I meet the man of my dreams. But I'm saying, if I got to choose, is he really the man of my dreams? Angela said, oh yes, right now it's plastic off the couch and cozy of that new Beyonce for me. Okay, wait a minute, Gail must not still be on here. Cause me and Gail jumped into that listening to Beyonce, whenever it dropped. What did I say my favorite song was? Angela, cause I sent that to you in a text. I can't remember. But it's too much cussing on her album. So I was just like, okay. I listened to it a couple of times and that was a wrap for me. I don't want to hear all that. But it's a nice album. Let me see. Like, okay, Felicia, let me answer your question. So on the floor, on the skating rink, oh, there's so many good skating songs. You know, I'll mess up a title of a song though. Is it Roll Rock? Hold on. I think it is. It's Roll Rock. I might be messing up the title, but y'all know what I mean. Hold on. That's my song. Like, if I'm in the skating rink, I don't care if I took my skates off. I'm putting them back on. Y'all know what song I'm talking about? Dang it, why is this not coming up? Roll, Rock, Bounce, Skate. That's my song for the skating rink. It's another song, but I do not know the name of it. But I just know when I hear it, it's in the car. Let me see. Jura Levert. And let me see, because it's in my playlist. Let me look what Facebook's saying. I'm getting more feedback over here. Oh, okay. No, Break My Soul wasn't mine. That's Gail's song. What is that? It's a mantra. Really, Will? What? Okay, so is this a question, Will, or are you just talking? Hold on. Let me get my song though in the car. My Jura Levert song. I got so many playlists though. Where it go? Is it on this list? Thinking About It. That's my song in the car. What was the other part of that? Oh, you said why? Why is it my... Okay, wait a minute. What you asking for more clarity on, Felicia? You talking about on Will's question? About the best friend and the man of my dreams? Will, can you break that down? Will, if I sent you a link, would you come on the screen? Oh, if I knock this light down, that's not gonna be good. And this one laying. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to see what he gonna say, Felicia. So Will is my brother, for those of you that don't know. You'll come on, Angela? Alright, Will, you don't have to come on. You don't have to come on, son. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I didn't want to do it that way. Hold on. I gotta go back. Hold on, y'all. Let me send this to Angela real quick. Nope, this is the one I need. Right. Angela. Oh, why she ain't coming up on here? Maybe it's the other one. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I had to send that to Angela. I need an assistant while I'm on Let's Talk About It Tuesday because it's too much to do. Okay, Will. We don't need you to come on here today, but next week we can talk about your book. Okay, Angela's going to jump on in a second, guys. Let me see. Was there another question out there? Hold on. Well, we'll be able to hear Will if Angela get on here. Okay, so let me see what else I wanted to ask. So, you know, I went to this empowerment summit over the weekend. And so the lady that spoke, she talked about how she had trauma from her childhood. And she spoke about how her mom moved her from one part of St. Louis to another part, thinking that it was going to help her because she was starting to get in a lot of trouble because of the trauma that she faced. And when she moved, she brought that trauma right with her, and she was still the same. And so I was kind of talking to my Empower friends on Sunday when I logged on to Facebook just to say a few things. Angela, I sent there. You should. The Cali one. Let me see. Did it go through? Yeah, it did. So anyway, I was just telling people, you know, a lot of times you go through things and you think if you move to another state that things are going to be different, they're going to be better, but you're going to take the trauma with you. So you need to make sure that you're working on getting the help needed, the tools needed to help you with that trauma, so that when you do make that move, you're not dragging that trauma with you. So that's very important. And I'm going to say I was guilty of that too, because so many times I was like, you know what, I'm just getting ready to just pack it up and relocate. And then listening to her story and listening to her talk about how we're so quick to just move, but we don't work on it. So make sure if you're dealing with any type of trauma, and it was so crazy because when she talked about trauma, it just made me start thinking about so many things that I experienced in my life that was trauma, but because I was who I was, I just kept it moving. So I had told my audience that I am going to have like a little small conference, and I'm going to tell my story because I actually have many stories, but there is one specific one that I'm going to tell, and I'm going to make sure that I have women who I can pour into that day with that message, because it is a really great message. I don't know if I have that one, Angela. Hold on. I'm about to try to send this. 1 second, guys. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Is it a Gmail? It's not. Overby. Send. Okay, so I sent it to you, Angela. Let me know if you get it. Okay, so when I say her message was so powerful and she was on fire, she had me on fire, okay, y'all, when I left there. So she shared, she called it the ABCs, and it's about healing the village. Now, we know that the village is not just us by ourselves, but the people that we know, the people who are who surround us, you know, that's the village. So our circle is the village. So I'm just going to give just a couple of letters real quick while I'm waiting for Angela to jump on, and then Gail, if you want to come on, I'll send you the link as well. So I'm going to do A, B, C, D. So for A, she said add action. So that could go with anything, like anything that you want to go after, something that's something that you're dreaming about, you know, that you want to do. Because how many dreamers do I have in my audience? I'm a dreamer. You know, I dream about different things that I want to do. You know, I work towards them. You know, they may not happen right away, but they happen, you know, and some haven't happened yet. But I'm a dreamer. But I have to add action as well to make sure that I'm carrying that out. Anytime you set goals, you got to add action to your goals. If there's a purpose that you know that you have in your life that you're supposed to be working in, got to add action to it, you know. B was breathe. Sometimes we don't take the time to take a deep breath, right? Because a lot of us, we deal with anxiety. We deal with a lot of anxiety, and it keeps us from being able to function well. You know, when you have anxiety, it makes you have panic attacks. You know, it makes you just panic about everything. Like, let's say I didn't feel good, and I just start feeling a little way, and then I just start panicking because I'm like, oh my God, I remember how I was last time when I went through, you know what I'm saying? You have so much anxiety, and you just need to take a deep breath. And I will tell y'all, it has taken me probably the last few years to start calming down with that. So if I don't feel good, I just count to 10, and then I say, okay, let me get up and do this, you know. But when you go into that panic and that anxiety sets in, it takes you to a whole different direction, right? So just take the time sometime and breathe. If somebody get on your nerves at work, breathe. If somebody call you on the phone and get on your nerves, breathe. Somebody send you an inbox, a text, or you read a post on Facebook, somebody said something nasty towards you, breathe. You know, because sometimes we give things too much energy. Stop giving it that energy. It's not necessary. Collaboration and completion. You know, sometimes collaboration is important, and you don't need to do it by yourself all the time. So I am learning that, because Healthy Hump Day was all me. I had people that held me accountable. I had people that poured into me, may have given me some advice here and there. But I am learning to pull people to the side. Hey, what would you like to see? Or what do you think I could do different? You know, and of course I'm going to talk to people that's going to be honest and not be like, oh, I just think it's fine just the way it is. You don't need to. No, that's not true. I know that I need to change something, but me being all in by myself, and not really talking to other people about it, sometimes that's not the best idea. Sometimes you do need the opinion of others. Now, if people try to come in and just start trying to change everything, then I don't know about that. But you have to know when to say, okay, I appreciate that information, but I don't know if I want to go that far with it or whatever it is. You didn't get it? I just sent it. Okay, let me send it. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to do it a different way. Gmail. Nope, that ain't what I wanted to do. Let me go back. Is it on here? what she say it was? Oh. Oops. I don't think I ever sent anything to her to that Overbay. Overbay, Angela. And Yahoo. Okay, there we go. Paste. Where is it at? Okay, sorry about that. It should be on its way, or it should be there. I sent it a different way. So yes, collaboration and completion, and it's good for you to complete things that you start. So I'm gonna stop there. I did A, B, and C. So, yep, that's where we're going to stop. And I think Angela should be popping up. Yep, I see her. Hi, how are you?
Oh, I can't hear anything.
Uh-oh.
I can't hear you. Oh, no.
I know, that's what happened before.
Huh? It's what?
Yep.
You said Gail? Dale?
Gail, what did you do last time?
I don't know. She can't go on and see if she's saying something. I can't hear her. Audio? There she is.
Yeah, I don't know if it's gonna work today because I don't know why I can hear her but she can't hear me. What time is it? Oh, it's after 9 o'clock. Okay, guys, I guess we're gonna go ahead and get ready to wrap it up. Next week we will actually probably have a topic, and if you have something like some questions you want to impose, you can as well. I'm gonna try Angela one more time.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Huh?
Hang on.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Let's see. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Will you go on and help me? It's two different phones. Just help me.
What's up?
Am I? I can't hear Kim.
You can't hear me?
No. Why can't I hear Kim? I hear you through Will's phone. What if I mute? No, I can't do that. Oh, we are having technical.
Yeah. We'll try it again later.
I can't.
I don't know why it does that. Okay, guys, we're just gonna get ready to wrap it up.
Wait. Hello?
Hey.
It's like it wants to, but then it's not doing it. Oh, that's so weird.
I know. We have to play with it later to see why it's doing that. Because this happened with
I think
me
I
and
got
Gail
a
the
laptop
other
with
day.
StreamYard.
You're not on the laptop?
What you said? Yeah. We need a test run.
Yeah.
Damn it. I'm so excited. I was so excited. I was so excited. I don't know. I can't hear her. Or myself. There's like no audio. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you.
Not me. Trying to figure it out.
Restart and come back.
But I can't hear her through my phone. I hear her through your phone.
I'm going to mute them. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to get ready to wrap it up. I didn't realize it was after 9 o'clock. I do apologize for keeping you this long. But I appreciate you guys logging on with me tonight for Let's Talk About It Tuesday. I did want to try something different just to be a little lighter in the topic or the conversation. But next week I will have something that we're talking about. So I won't be necessarily looking for your questions, but you can submit them if you would like. I enjoyed talking with you guys as always, and this has been a place for healthy conversation. I am Mzz Empower, and I can't wait to talk with you guys next Tuesday. Have a great night.